Extremely excited to make this video because this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while because it's something I'm very passionate about and something I very much care a lot about and love the topic of it and love it. Astrology, guys. Let's talk about astrology and the zodiac signs from my experience and how the times went. I'm not going to go to it like a deep dive into every sign. I'm just going to give general characteristics of the sign and just how I perceive them from how I went. So let's start with, of course, you have to like do the icebreaker. So we're going to start with my class of sign, which is the water signs. And me, I am a Scorpio, if you didn't know. Scorpios. So what can you say about Scorpios? Scorpios are very mysterious, they like to say secretive. People like to say Scorpios are rude, but it's not rude. It's just very blunt is what it is. Scorpios, they don't like to like beat around the bush. They just, if you ask them like, oh, how do I look today? Well, if you ask them how they look, they're not going to be that friend who's going to be like, oh, you look fine, like you look good. If you have something on your face, remember that, oh, well, you have this on your face. Oh, well, this is this and this is this. Like, we're just extremely honest, and the honesty sometimes come off as a little bit rude because you're kind of not sugarcoating things and you're saying things that most people wouldn't want to say. Scorpios, I just feel like sometimes it's like Scorpios from like the first glance they might give you a cold shoulder, or you might feel like one of the things that I've gotten a lot, and even seeing zodiacs on like my For You page, it's that Scorpios have a mean mug. Like, even people at work, they've told me, oh, like at first you look, that's one thing I always get when I become friends with someone. The first thing they say is, you look mean. But once you get to know me, I'm not really mean. It's just like, once I give you that, like when I first step into somewhere, I need to scope the scenery out. I need to like see what it's hitting for. So I'm just quiet. I'm just observing is what it is. But it's just a natural face of just like, just a mean mug in general. Anyways, not too much on Scorpio though. Cancers, I love Cancers down. Every single one of my closest friends has been a Cancer. Like, I just love me a Cancer so bad. But one problem with Cancer is that Cancers don't like confrontations. Cancers do not, oh, that's what I'll be saying, like the big issue with the sign. So Scorpio's big issue is probably their jealousy. Scorpios could be very jealous, very jealous. I guess I'll say that's their big one. But for Cancers love to throw rocks and hide their hands. They love a show, but once it's showtime, babes, they don't want to turn up. And that's one thing that pissed me off about a Cancer. And one other thing about a Cancer is a Cancer could fucking lie. I'll admit it, they could fucking lie. And they will carry on that lie like it's a fucking legacy. And that shit is not normal. But that's a fucking Cancer for you. And I still love you guys nonetheless, because there's some of the people who I like just resonate with the most and just get along with the most. So Cancers, love you guys. Some days you guys have your rocky moments, but for the most part, you guys are good friends for the long run. Moving on in the water sign category, Pisces. Love me a Pisces down. Love me a Pisces. Pisces, I don't even think they have really something that's like so bad about them. The Pisces people, I've met so many Pisces, the men and the women, they're so beautiful in spirit and mind, and they just got jokes for days. And their energy, they always got energy. Like, my sister's a Pisces, a few of my aunts are Pisces, my cousin is a Pisces. I haven't had many. Oh, one of my close friends, Jade, who I always talk about, is a Pisces as well. Like, me and Pisces, I feel like the whole water sign, me and water signs, like we just get along. Like, even I just get along with Scorpios. Like, I just love a water sign down, guys. So Pisces, I'm gonna say they have no cons. Moving on, Pisces, we love y'all. So let's do the opposite of water, which would be fire signs. Fire signs. Aries, starting off strong. Aries is a force to be reckoned with. I'll tell you that. Aries is gonna be, if you guys thought Scorpio's gonna say some unexpected shit, Aries is the fucking example of fucking speaking on impulse. Aries, the shit that comes out of an Aries mouth is something that you could be put in a fucking cell, isolated from the world for 100 days, and you wouldn't even think to say some shit like that. But an Aries is gonna bump across. Say it. Aries are fucking blunt. But the thing is, a problem with Aries is when things don't go their way necessarily, they tend to shut down and just so quick to retaliate and just like tweak out. Like if you say to if an Aries is on 10 and you go to that fucking Aries and you say something they don't like, they're babes, they're on that ass. So you need a thread lately around them fucking Aries. But Aries, I love me Aries still. Like I love that big ball of energy. Y'all just Aries are amazing people. It really is just like the impulsiveness when they speak. Like they don't, Aries is someone who, they don't think twice before they speak. That's the thing about Aries. So it gets them into a lot of shit that they're not really ready for. But then when you was saying that shit, you should have really thought about it. But that's the problem with Aries. They don't think before they fucking speak. Anyways, moving on. Leo. Leo is, I feel like, how do you explain a Leo? Leo, their animals represented by the lion. You know, a lion is like a loud animal, you know, very vibrant, very out there. And that's a great example of a Leo, because lions, you know, like if you go to the zoo, that's probably one of the first things that people want to see. Where's the lion? Where's the lion? And that's kind of a great representation for Leo, because Leo are also those type of people. I do feel like Leos, in a sense, they do come off as attention seekers. No shade to you guys, but because your mannerism, and sometimes you don't realize it, but like when you're being like the extra loudest one, it does come off as attention seeking. But Leos are like natural stars, you know. A lion is a natural star. A lion could just sit down and you're like, damn, you're amazing. Like that's a Leo. So it's like you kind of bring in that energy naturally, but then you still like take an extra step. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but just like kudos to you, mamas. Next up, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I don't have too many thoughts on them. I haven't even met a lot of Sagittarius. One of my friends, George, is probably the first time I've actually got close to a Sagittarius. One of my aunts are Sagittarius, and she's also cool, but like I don't really know a lot of Sagittarius to give a good example of them. But after doing research on them and also like picking up just little actions from the ones I've seen, is one thing I'll tell you about the Sagittarius. One thing they're gonna have is a hidden agenda. Sagittarius, I don't give a fuck. They have a hidden agenda. Like they have something that they present to the class, but then they have like this other thing on the side of things that they're keeping back. And Sagittarius, it comes off a little bit like manipulation, and I don't really like that, because the thing is, again, I pay attention to a lot of things. That's why I'm able to just look at little actions and be like, yeah, I know what this is hitting for. But Sagittarius, they definitely have, I feel like that's all I could say, is they have a hidden agenda. Maybe not all of them, but the ones I've seen so far definitely have something that they're hiding and something that they're playing for. So those little questions that Sagittarius be asking you, babes, pay attention to what they're asking and pay attention to how you're answering. Next off, let's go to the most, I feel like these are the most despicable signs, because all three of them are, it's a problem for most people. The air signs. Let's start off strong. Gemini. Gemini. I feel like, let's describe Gemini. Let's say Gemmy, that's one person. Manai, that's the rest of them. The two faces of a Gemini. I don't give a fuck. One thing that I've heard about Gemini forever is a Gemini's two-faced. I have not seen a Gemini yet to prove that statement wrong. Not a single one. Geminis will act like something in front of your face and then get behind those closed curtains, babe, and put on a whole different show. You will not like, you Geminis, you guys really make a motherfucker think, because a Gemini... I'm talking about Sagittarius having a hidden agenda. A Gemini got a whole hidden side, babes. Like there's really, when I say to a Gemini, there's really two sides to a Gemini. There's two sides to a Gemini. And Gemini and their anger, oh, babes, like a Gemini, let a Gemini not get their way. They're gonna flip to that other face and see what his best friend being themselves gotta do for them, because y'all, I love you guys still. I love every zodiac sign. The one I probably like the least, none. Love you guys still. Them two faces, babes, pick one. Moving on, Libra. This is the kind of Libra. I said Leos are attention seekers. No. A Libra is a fucking attention seeker. Mind you, I've known bare Libras. One thing I'll give to you, Libras, immediately, y'all look the fuck good. I've never seen a Libra who didn't look good. I'll give you guys that. But a Libra is the definition of attention seeker. My brother is a Libra. His actions, how he acts, not even just at school, at home, attention seeker. Like he's like everything he does has to be about, like, they try to make it about them. That's how Libras are. Like if your cat just died, well, guess what? A Libra's cat died, got resurrected, came back, and now has 6 legs. That's the type of energy Libras give off. Libras love attention. Like I don't care what nobody says. I've never met a Libra who is not attention seeking. Like Libras, they just love being the center of attention, and that's great to you. Libra is just like, it doesn't even bother me. It's just like when you see someone who's like the counteract of who you are. Like me, I'm kind of kept to myself, like kind of quiet, and then you see a Libra just like doing the most, and it's like, maybe it is jealousy. Maybe Scorpios do be jealous. I'm not jealous because if I wanted to be like that, trust me, I would go be loud. I could be very loud too. Like everybody could get loud. We all have a speaking voice and we have a loud voice, trust me. But Libras, they're attention seekers. I don't give a fuck. And that's the big thing about Libra, is they're attention seekers and they're indecisive. They don't know how to make decisions. And Libras, they don't like being alone, because if you're an attention seeker, well, you need an audience to attention seek too. That's why a Libra will always have a few companions around, because that circus show needs to run regardless. Moving on, Aquarius. Aquarius, you guys are Aquarius, you guys are like people who I'm interested in, those like quieter ones. I love me a quiet one, because I just want to get to see what it is you're hiding, because I'm just a detective or whatever. Aquarius, well, I don't have much bad to say about Aquarius, or much good to say either. You guys are just you, and I feel like that's very unique and ironic that you guys are just you. Like I've never had a bad experience with Aquarius. Like you guys just cunt. That's gonna be my word to describe you guys, cunt. Moving on, earth signs. Taurus is another sign. I don't really, no comment really. I haven't really dealt with Taurus. I've had one friend who was a Taurus. It was a girl, and we're not friends anymore, and that friendship was rocky road because that shit was not working out. So I don't know if it was just that Taurus, and I'm not going to base one experience off of the whole sign. So I'm just going to say, okay, mediocre. Moving on, Virgo. Virgos are masterminds. Like Virgos are, I've just never met a Virgo who wasn't intelligent, who just didn't get things. Like Virgos, I just love me a Virgo. My mom is a Virgo. One of my close friends, Tazai, is also a Virgo, and Zayn as well. And Virgos are just they're very intellectual beings. You guys are very smart, and you guys really know how to get around the situation and get what you guys want. Like Virgos are really, they're on their shit. That's what I like about Virgos. They're on their shit. My mom, when she talk about doing something, she gonna do it. And that's really the mindset of a Virgo. When they want something done, babes, trust me, it's gonna get done. You started talking to that Virgo woman a few days ago, babes. She said she's gonna marry you, babes. Trust me. It's either you run or you're getting married. So go try on that gown and that tuxedo and figure out what you're wearing, because that marriage is gonna happen. And last but not least, Capricorn. Capricorns, the love I have for you guys, beyond any love in the world. Capricorn, my sister, damn Capricorn. I almost got every zodiac sign in the family, guys. We got a big family over here. My sister's a Capricorn. Love you, mama. Baddie, everything. Capricorn, the whole package. The only problem with Capricorn, I'll admit, is their temper. They have a bad temper. Like, they have a bad temper. Like, once you get on that Capricorn's nerves, babes, yeah, once you struck that nerve, babe, trust me, them reflexes behind what you just struck, babe, you finna get struck next. So get on that boxing gear or duck, because that energy you just gave to them, babes, they finna send it back. A Capricorn, they're so like, I feel like Capricorn being an earth sign makes sense, because my sister, she does remind me a lot of just Mother Nature. Like, she's such a beautiful being, and just the things that she says, the stuff that she posts, like she loves nature. And I feel like, again, that plays a lot into her character, like her being an earth sign and it just makes sense. And a lot of you guys might not believe in astrology, but me, again, I'm like a detective. So when I actually look into things and I match people's actions with their zodiac sign, I feel like it makes sense. It's not something everyone has to believe in, but trust me, it's something that I'm very passionate about, something that I like a lot. But you Capricorns, I just love you guys down. Like, I have nothing bad. It's really just the temper, babes. Like, just calm down, babes. Babes, it's okay. It's okay. I get he ate your ramen noodles, babes, but it gets better. It's okay. They were only 30 cents. Just chill. Just chill. But I just love every zodiac sign, to be honest. And really, again, if you guys might not believe in it, trust me, go Google the birth dates of some of your closest friends, and then go look at your compatibility. Mark my words, it's probably gonna tell you guys go together well, because it's just your guys are compatible. Go look at that person who you don't get along with. Find their birthday. Go look at your compatibility. I bet y'all aren't going together good, because it says those signs just don't go fucking well. It's like fucking water and oil. Some things just don't mix. I mean, if you switch it around enough, but that's the thing about astrology too. Mix it around enough, mix that oil and water enough, maybe it is going to start to blend. Who knows? And that's really it. I just love astrology so much. It just tells you a lot about a person's character. And then once you like look at the sign and like the characteristics, and you look at the person, you're like, that makes sense. That makes sense, honestly. But this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, so I'm so glad I finally got to make it. And if you think that what I said about your sign is not correct, well, prove me wrong in the comments. Otherwise, Gemini, fix up. That's the only sign I have something to say about. Gemini, fix up, babes. Fix up, because you got a problem for real. And that's it for today. Ciao.